YouTube, what is up everybody? Doomwake here and welcome to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be playing some Living End, which is a deck that I actually haven't played a ton of on the channel, but might be a little bit different than what you're used to, maybe your traditional Living End deck list. So this particular deck list that I have is coming in from the top 4 of the most recent Magic Online Modern Challenge. And for those of you who maybe haven't seen a more quote-unquote traditional blue Living End style, I'm going to pop that up on the screen for you. So as you can see here, with this particular deck list that we have some Force Negations, a lot more blue cards. The cyclers are mainly blue. So what is different about this deck list than the current deck list that we're about to play today? Well, you'll notice there's no blue cards. So we've essentially cut the Curator of Mysteries, Stripe River Winders, and then in turn the Force Negations, Subtleties, Mystical Disputes, all those kinds of stuff. Now, what are the advantages of doing something like that? First and foremost, I know that maybe a lot of people might not think of this as something that's important, but deck's a lot cheaper. It's a lot more affordable because Force Negation and Endurance are two of the more expensive cards, which you'll notice we have no copies of. So that's the first thing. But in terms of strategical reasons why you would not play blue, and I think the main reason here is Fury. So you'll notice the blue version, because it's playing so many blue cards, it's more of a blue-green deck. It's playing Shardless Agent and things like that. It's blue-green splash red. This is more of Rakdos splash green. So if you believe that Fury is one of the best cards right now, which I don't know if there are enough matchups where Fury is better than Force of Negation, but Fury is a really powerful card. It's very good at answering Dothy Voidwalker, which is a card that a lot of black decks are turning towards to be able to beat the traditional Living End decks, because the thing about Dothy Voidwalker is it gets around Force of Negation, and the blue version of Living End doesn't have a lot of ways to remove Voidwalker from the battlefield. It's playing a lot of temporary bounce spells and things like that, doesn't have ways to counter it. This deck not only has Fury, but it's also playing another interesting one in Twin Shot Sniper. It doesn't have cycling, but you can discard it you can channel it, discard it from your hand to deal 2 damage to any target. So another way to remove Dothy Voidwalker from the battlefield. And then the rest of the deck, pretty straightforward stuff. We got 1 mana cycler, 2 mana cycler. This, you only see 2 copies of this because it is a 2 mana cycler and you want to focus on 1 mana cycler so you can turbo out a Living End. Free cycler, 1 mana cycler, 1 mana cycler. And then we have Grief, which is, a card that the blue decks are playing, but this deck actually has more black cards than the traditional blue version of Living End. So we're more likely to be able to we're almost always going to have a black card for Grief because we have more black cards, so that's something to keep in mind as well. And just to quickly go over this, for those of you who don't know, the basic gist of this is pretty straightforward. You cycle a bunch of cards, and then you play one of your 7 Cascade spells. You always Cascade into Living End. It's the only card you can hit, and then you bring all of your stuff back. Really straightforward. The one major downside to playing this version instead of the blue version is this card, Demonic Dread. So it is a Cascade spell. The problem is, in order to cast Demonic Dread, there has to be a creature in play. So if your opponent's playing a deck like Blue-White Control that doesn't play any creatures, you're going to notice that it's going to be a lot harder for you because you just can't cast Demonic Dread without a target. So you have to play a Seasoned Pyromancer, maybe play a 4-mana creature, and then wait a turn to cast a Living End. It can get pretty awkward sometimes. So that is definitely a major downside, but the upgrade of getting to play Fury, potentially Twin Shot Sniper, Seasoned Pyromancer, it's interesting, so I wanted to give it a shot. It's more of, we've seen this blue Living End deck all over the place, and this is something different, so I wanted to give it a shot, see how it played out. As far as the mana base is concerned, Verdant Catacombs, Bloodstained Mires, Blackleaf Cliffs, we got one Boseiju in here, one Grove of the Burn Willows, but nothing too fancy with the mana base. And then moving on to the sideboard, remember, we don't have enough green cards to play Endurance because we're basically just Rakdos Splash Outburst. So because we're not playing Endurance, we're playing Leyline of the Void, which is arguably a better card in the Living End mirror match than Endurance, because Endurance is a one-shot and Leyline is, it's the upside of Leyline is it also doesn't get griefed, because if your opponent has Endurance, you can just grief early on, take their Endurance, and then just kind of move on with your day. You can't do that with Leyline, so Leyline just kind of shuts them down. And then the cool thing about Leyline of Sanctity is a lot of the graveyard hate targets. So obviously it's good against Thoughtseize, Inquisition, those Grief, those kinds of things, but it's also good against Nihil Spellbomb, Tormod's Crypt, things of that nature. So Leyline of Sanctity gives you some sort of anti-graveyard hate as well. Ricochet Trap for the blue decks. If they cast a blue spell, you can pay it for 1 mana, and then you can essentially just have the counterspell target the Ricochet Trap. So it's basically a 1 mana redirect to counterspell. Blood Moon, and here's another upside. The blue Living End deck, it doesn't really get to play Blood Moon because it doesn't have the ability, at least the decks that, I don't really know exactly why they don't play 2 islands, but maybe it's just in terms of their cyclers and the way that they need to have enough red and green sources to be able to play Outburst, because if you lean on 2 islands, you can't play Outburst on 3. So for whatever reason, the blue decks are not playing Blood Moon, and they're actually somewhat susceptible to Blood Moon. So not only do you get to play Blood Moon, which is good against, Amulet and Tron and all those kinds of things, but you can actually maybe bring it in the mirror, too, against the other blue Living End decks. That's something to think about as well. Definitely another upside of playing this version. And then we got a couple Foundation Breakers, just really, really good card. The blue decks play it, too. And one of the best Urza Saga, anti-graveyard hate cards. And then 1 copy of Choke, because sometimes you just play against the control deck. And that's the deck list. I am super excited to showcase this to you guys. This again, this sweet variant on Living End. So I really hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you back here in just a minute for round number 1. All right, YouTube, actually round number 1 this time. The sand is not good. The sand is decent, but back to Living End. I think Spike said Urza Saga is the worst card in the format. It's definitely not the worst card in the format. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, you discard your entire hand, and then your opponent plays a Saga, and you're just like, okay, cool. Should I Grief on 1 for a 1-drop? Nah. I think I should wait. And I don't want to cycle main phase, because I don't want them to know what I'm playing. Are we playing against the same deck? It's fine, I'll let them take Ceradon. They can make 2 angel tokens with their fancy land. Yeah, they're never getting to 7 lands. Archfiend of Ifnir. I guess I'm gonna cycle the Ifnir main phase and then probably Grief them. I think I'm gonna pitch the Ifnir because I want to be able to cycle for cheaper next turn. Thirst, Karn, Tutor. I feel like Karn's gonna be too slow, and they have 2 of them anyways, so I'm just gonna take Tutor. And hope I draw a Cascade spell. Cool. You can go. Dope. Is that a good draw, chat? Can somebody tell me if that was a good draw? Alright, let's get a Swamp. I cast Violent Outburst. I cast Living End. I'll take your Blood Chief's Thirst. Attack you for lots of damages. Lots and lots of damages. Classic Thoughtseize bug. This looks like bad Living End. I mean, Living End is a good deck. I don't know if this is the I don't know if this is a better version of Living End, right? That's what we're trying to figure out, but like the problem with that black-white deck is it's supposed to be a mid-range deck. Which I guess makes sense, that the fact that it can't beat Saga, because most mid-range decks struggle against Saga anyways, but I don't know, it's just I don't see it. Alright, Breaker I think is good. They have a lot of discard spells, right? Should probably bring in Sanctity. And I think they can Karn for Crypt too, which Sanctity plays around. Void's bad. Do I want Blood Moon? They are a Coffers deck. These cards are bad. How do you feel about Blood Moon against them? I think Sniper sucks. I think I'm gonna cut these Archfiends too, because they're just like slower cascades or slower cyclers. And then maybe cut the Pyromancers. And bring in the Blood Moons. They have Leyline though, don't they? Like, I feel like I have to bring in Breaker. Maybe it's like, maybe just Blood Moon is not where I want to be in this matchup. Just like keep a Pyromancer in. Let's do that. How many decks should you usually jam in a... How many decks should you usually jam in a Yorion deck? What do you mean by that? I don't know if I understand the question. Sand is good, but it's like kind of awkward because Demonic Dread just sucks. They don't play creatures. That's not true, they have Voidwalker. I guess that's a reason to keep in Sniper, because they have 4 Voidwalkers. I'm going to cycle this. And then I think I'm going to Grief them. And I want to pitch the... I kind of want to pitch the Demonic Dread, because I just don't see myself casting it. But I have to do this now, just in case they have, like, multiple pieces of Graveyard Hate. So this can get Bog. Which means I don't want to put anything else in the graveyard right now. So I think I'm going to take the Tutor. I kind of want to take Cling. So if I take Cling, they're going to suspend Tutor and pass. And then the turn after, they're going to crack map and Bog me. And then I can end of turn cycle Carabid, untap, hopefully find a colored spell to pitch Grief and then Living End. I think I'm going to take Cling. And then just not cycle anything. I have to try and play around Bog. Yeah, I should have kept in the Sniper for Voidwalker, I think. So I think they're going to suspend Tutor this turn. And next turn they're going to try and Bog me. Yeah. So I'm not going to cycle here. Because I want to get bogged. Now we pass. And this is where they bog me. So the nice thing about Bog is at least we can, like, end of turn do the thing. And also, we're going to get to draw step Grief them, which we're going to let the Tutor resolve and then draw step Grief them, which is kind of cool. Because they're likely going to get Damnation, so we can take their Damnation and draw step. You're 16 again. This song is a banger. They have to get Bog here, right? I don't think they have a choice. I think they have to get Bog. Yeah. Makes sense. Alright, Bog happens. We can go EOT, thin the deck a little bit. Let's get the Stomping Ground, I guess. Can cycle here. Did not hit a 1-mana cycler, which is kind of sad. We needed to hit a black card to be able to Grief them. This is hella awkward. Because now, I guess I could, like, pitch Fury and then pass. And EOT the Outburst, attack for 10. I mean, actually, that kind of works, right? Yeah. No, that works. Because then I can hardcast Grief next turn. I think this works. I think this works. Right? Because we can just hardcast Grief next turn. Wear Force. What do you mean? Freshman year of college, I saw TBS and saves the day. I never saw TBS. Alright, Tutor resolves. Tutor. It is a 2-turn clock, so we go End Step Outburst, untap Hardcast Grief, take their Damnation. And we know 2 of their cards are Conference Map, which, unless they have Urborg, doesn't really matter. It might be okay. Alright, they had the Urborg, which kind of sucks. Which means they probably have Karn. Yep, Karn. So, see if they get Crypt here. I can't imagine they're going to get Crypt here. Kind of hope they do. But they kind of have to assume that I have a Violent Outburst here. Oh, where's the Force Negation? This is living it on a budget. The budget version. See, the cool thing is, if they get a payoff card, we can go End Step Outburst, Trigger Fury, kill Karn, attack them for 10, and then just grief their payoff, leaving them with Coffer's Map. So if they don't draw a payoff, then they're just going to die. So, like, we might actually be in an okay spot here. I mean, yeah, Fury and Grief, but, like, Fury and Grief are cheaper than Endurance and Solitude. Golos. Banned. That is a banned card. Alright, end of turn. Sack this to thin. I know I could tap it for black, but I want to thin my deck. Red, green, black. I would like to cast Living End. I would like to defeat your Karn. Karn dead. Attack for 10. And cast a Grief, and hope it's good enough. What you got? They have Damnation and Golos. F's in the chat. Well, I guess I have to take Damnation. And they tap out for Golos, and I hope to draw Demonic Tread. Or the Shatter thing is also lethal. Foundation Breaker. So they can Golos map, sure, whatever. It's actually kind of an interesting game. Yes, they trade Golos for Fury and take 7 and go to 2. Outburst is actually also lethal. Yeah, Outburst is lethal. So Outburst is lethal, Dread's lethal, Foundation Breaker's lethal. They should have a good amount of outs. They got a second Coffers. Okay. I'm going to upkeep Fetch to Thin. Hashtag thinning. Get a basic Forest. That is not a lethal draw step. That is also not a lethal draw step. That is... Poggers in the chat. Poggers in the chat. Your creature can't block. You're dead. Poggers in the chat. Lands and Cyclers. I keep... Do I do Pioneer Deck Decks? Yeah, we can do Pioneer Deck Decks. I'll take a look. Yeah, I'm playing a weird version of Living End, so... You know. I had to try it out. This is what we call kicking it old school. Ooh. Are we playing against Moist Tron? Okay, that helps. I'm just gonna cycle main phase, right? Try and hit Grief. Yeah, let's try and hit Grief. Let's go cycle this bad boy. Any Griefers in the chat? Griefers? No Griefers. Damn it. Why only 3 Demonic? Because that card sucks. It's... Oh, that main deck Relic! Ah! F. F, F, F. They didn't pop at main phase, though, which is good for us. I think they were maybe supposed to pop at main phase. Unless they just have Natty Tron. Damn it. Now what? Do we just force the issue? This is so bad. We kind of have to force the issue, right? And then just hope to get lucky from there. I think we have to force the issue. It sucks, but... I think I have to force the issue. Feels bad, but... Yeah, they sometimes have a couple copies of Relic. What's up, Bleachow? You could wait till next turn? What's the point? I want to use my mana now so I can actually, like, do stuff. Like, I want to be able to play spells on my turn and not just keep time walking myself. If I don't do anything now, then I'm still gonna, you know... Like, what am I doing next turn? Ugh, it's awful. I think I fetch for a swamp and then cycle. The horror. And then if I brick, I can just play the Pyromancer. Okay. Okay. Not great. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Pyromancer, discard, Living End Sniper. Hopefully draw Outburst. Alright, brick. Go. I mean, suspending them against active Tron is not really like a winning line, right? Like, yeah, I guess I could have suspended a Living End, but I'm not. We're not playing 3 more turns of Magic here. Could cycle after the Relic. What do you mean? Oh, you're saying if I waited a turn? Yeah, that's true. If I have 4 mana, I can go cast Violent Outburst with a mana floating. They Relic me, I let the Relic resolve, and then still response to Living and cycle something. Maybe. Yeah, and then I could get lucky and hit like a straight Wraith. Maybe that was better. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So I at least get something. That's possible. It's still probably not enough pressure, but... Probably just gonna scoop if they play any card and they have 7 cards in hand, so... I don't think it matters which card they play here. I'm probably just gonna scoop. Another Relic, huh? Extremely hateful. Yeah, alright, we'll go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Alright, Breaker, Blood Moon. I think everything else sucks. Love the GG in chat. My opponent said it was a cool game. Man, I just find that funny. It was a cool game, alright. Alright, just kind of slow. GG, it was a cool game. Oh, man. That's hilarious. Is he trolling? I hope so. Alright, keep. I think I've played against this person before, and I think they have been toxic before. I don't want to like say for 100% certainty because I don't know if it's the same person, but the name does sound familiar for being a little toxic. Just gonna pass. Why not Titanoth Rex? The 2-mana cycler. Alright, cycle this. Untap. I think I'm just gonna go Breaker Pass. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Breaker Pass. Yes. Go. Urza's mine. See if they have the Relic. We get another map. Okay. It's not a bad draw. Alright, unfortunately, no Violent Outburst. So let's get a Forest and cast Blood Moon. Ship the turn. Suppose the mana in this deck is a bit better and plays better with versus Moon with versus Blue Living End. Yeah, and it also gets to play its own Blood Moons. It's effectively just like almost like a 2-color deck. Oh, they are actually playing Bluetron. Tritosphere. XD. Alright, go. I'll eventually get the 5 mana. They are actually playing Moistron. I was trolling. But they are actually playing Moistron. There you go. So maybe this is the same toxic person. Might be. Unclear. It could be the same person. Cycle. 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 It's a lot of Furies. Alright, you can go. That is a lot of Furies. I'm going to cast the Wormcoil Engine. 3 mana Relic of Progenitus. You got me. Get on my land. Alright, cast my Fury. Fury number 1. You're gonna remand me? Condescend. Ithakinus, thank you so much for the 9 months. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. You're having a good day today. Alright, your move. Opponent has 3 cards in hand. Can't really beat much. I can beat relics. Those I don't care about. Those I do not care about. Alright, cast a Fury. Your turn. Little do they know, I have endless amounts of Furies. Literal endless amounts of Furies. Alright, you may cycle your relic. Remand. Alright, it's your turn. One of these will eventually resolve, right? Voot. Voot. Karn the Great Creator. Well, if they minus, I can kill it, unless they have a counterspell. I have a feeling I'm not winning this game, chat. Atlanteus wants some fat clouds. Alright, I got you. They chose Wormcoil Engine. Alrighty. You have a Wormcoil Engine. I will cast Fury. Does it resolve? It does resolve. Poggers. Your turn. Thirst for knowledge. Did they find the knowledge they were looking for? Maybe they'll discard Wormcoil Engine. What's up, Pong? They discarded Torpor Orb. Alright. I imagine they will cast Wormcoil Engine. Do I want to play through a Wormcoil Engine? I kind of want to cast Fury. Should tap like this. And this way, if they block the Fury, their Wormcoil just dies. I think this play's fine. It's not, like, the best play, but it at least pushes some damage. And, like, we can just take 6. They go back to 23, but then we crack back for 12. So I think this is fine. It's not, like, it's not the prettiest line, but I think it's better than just, like, playing Fury and passing and hoping I can double block. Like, that line also seems kind of bad. Like, I'm kind of racing them, right? Like, they're gaining 6, but they're taking 12. And then when I play the third Fury, they're, you know, I don't know. Is it worth trading Fury for Wormcoil? Maybe. But, like, I feel like I'm winning the race? I don't know. I guess I could. I could just trade and then kill the token. Maybe that's better, actually. Yeah, you're probably right. That's probably just better. That's gotta be better, right? Yeah, and they just play the last Fury to kill the token. That's probably just better. What's up, Cathal? Could have attacked and given him the trade and then kill one token with Fury. Maybe. Maybe attacking first is better? Alright, pop Relic. Another Karn. Okay, it's not great. Another Wormcoil Engine, huh? Surely I can beat a second Wormcoil Engine. Surely. Okay. That kind of helps. Problem is I can't cast Grief and Fury. Because the stupid Trinosphere is awkward. I mean, I kind of have to take the Wormcoil, but then I also can't kill the Karn. This is hella awkward. I needed another red card, so I could go pitch Grief, pitch Fury. So if I attack, they just get the double block. Leaving them with the Karn in play is also bad. I think I have to... Actually, I think I have to cast Fury. Yeah, I think I have to cast Fury. I think... I feel like I can just... If the Fury resolves, I think I could just blank the Wormcoil with 2 Furies. Like, yeah, this sucks, but... Just no attacks. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Cycle first. I guess I could have cycled into a red card. I kind of need the body in play, though. I guess I don't need the body in play if I take the Wormcoil Engine, hypothetically. Yeah. So maybe cycling and trying to find a red card was good. Because then I can go evoke the Fury, kill the Karn, evoke the Grief, take the Wormcoil. Still probably just lose to their follow-up anyways, but... Oblivion Stone. I lose my Blood Moons. Guess I'll go to attacks. Because they're obviously going to pop this. I guess they're just going to go block, pass. Alright, block is fine. I think I'm going to cycle the Street Wraith. I don't want to fight an Outburst here. Alright, I'm gonna cycle the Horror. Fuck. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. So I can't suspend the Living End this turn, they're gonna pop the O-Stone, but I want to try and take a payoff here. Hopefully they only have one payoff. You know they have Wormcoil. But now if my plan is to draw Living End, I kind of have to keep the Wormcoil in hand. Like, I kind of... I guess I have to take this. So I'm not winning if they if they take a turn. I think I'm just dead. Yeah, if they pop O-Stone, which is like kind of scary if my last card's Violent Outburst. Right? Like if they pop the O-Stone and my last card's Outburst, I get back 5 things. 6 things, actually. So like... If I actually drew the Outburst, I think I would have been fine. Suspend Living End, it's double black. I only have 1 black. I have Blood Moon in play. So I can't suspend this turn. After they pop the O-Stone, I can, but... Yeah. Yeah, now they have Tron. They have Wormcoil, Repeal, Saga, Otawara. I think I have, like, maybe 1 draw step. Yeah, I think I have exactly 1 draw step. I actually can't fetch twice either, because if I fetch twice, I lose to the Emrakul. So I can only fetch once. This other fetch is dead. I can't go to 13. Yeah, it unlocks Ruins too, which is also really bad for me. Alright, bricked anyways. Dead. Alright, round number 3. 2 living ends in the opener. I do have 2 griefs though, so I'm in. I'm definitely going to grief them at least once. I don't know if I'm going to grief them twice, but I'm definitely going to grief them at least once. Obviously, if we draw the 3rd living end, then we're, you know, but I think you have to keep ends like this. Alright, grief you. Their hand is Dothy, Push, Ragavan, Command, Pyromancer. I think I just take Dothy, Ragavan. I kind of have to take this Ragavan, right? Yeah. Alright, you can go. So their hand is Push, Pyromancer, Command, Mire. Alright, play Mire. Let's get Blood Crypt. Draw Cycler would be nice. Pog. That's actually probably the best one, too. Alright, no Thoughtseize, please. Don't draw Thoughtseize. If Monkey gets the last living end, yeah, I have to double grief there. I can't let them have Monkey. Alright, did they find a land? Okay. Let's hope they didn't find Voidwalker. I mean, I guess Thoughtseize would also suck, but... Oh, they drew Voidwalker. F's in chat. Yeah, that's bad. That is bad. So we have to find the sniper now. Oh, that works, right? So their hand right now is Command, Pyromancer, Push. I should just Fury now, correct? Yeah, I think I should Fury now. Alright, go. Still have to find a land. We need a land. Damn it. Now we need a land and a spell. Okay. Step 1. Now they're going to draw a land and play Pyromancer. And then we're going to draw a land. 5-head. Come on, draw land. Nope, they didn't draw land. Cycle main phase in case I hit a land. Okay. Punish for getting a forest, I guess. I kind of want them to draw lands, so they just play the Pyromancer. Kroxa? That sucks. It's a creature, but not really. It's like technically a creature, but it doesn't count. This Demonic Dread card is not very good, huh? Not the best card. Also, if they ever hit the 3rd living end, then I'm just kind of screwed. So if we ever draw the 3rd living end, we're not in a good spot. Let's cycle this one, because it's bigger. 5-head. I mean, it's not a horrendous draw. If I miss on land next turn, I can just cycle this. I hope they just slam Pyromancer. Because they don't know about the Dread. Screwed either way because of the interaction between Living End and Dothy in Graveyard. See, I thought if it was in the graveyard... Oh, right, yeah. Well, no, because Fury can kill both Voidwalkers. Yeah, this is fine, because Fury can kill both Voidwalkers, so it doesn't matter. If I didn't have Fury, then obviously it would matter, but Fury can just kill both Voidwalkers, so it's irrelevant. Should be fine. Alright, Fury, kill your 2 Voidwalkers. And I will grief you twice. What you got? Yeah, see, now that these are dying, they can't Living End me. What do you got, opponent? We know they have Fatal Push. They could kill a grief, but I don't think it matters. They're super dead. Unless I'm missing something. Alright, what are we doing here? What are we doing? They're going to cast Fatal Push on my Grief. Maybe they have 2 pushes. Sure, that's fine. They're still dead. I don't know what they could possibly be thinking about. So I guess that's why Fury is good, because you just like evoke Fury and then you like don't really care about Voidwalker as long as you have Fury in the graveyard. That's kind of cool. All right, they've conceded from the game. Cool. So against Rakdos, Leyline is really good, and I think that's it. They don't usually have Leyline, I think. I'm going to cut the Archfiends. I have to keep Sniper because of Voidwalker. I think I'm going to cut 1 Pyromancer. I'm not really trying to play a fair game against them. I just want Leylines to try and nut them. What advantages does this have over Blue Living End? We were trying to figure that out. I think the biggest answer is Fury. Well, there's 2 main answers, Fury and price, right? Like, if you believe Fury is good enough that you're willing to give up blue, or if it's just like a budget concern. So, they kept 7. I'm really, really considering keeping this hand. I think I'm going to keep it. It's super powerful. Obviously, it's risky, but... Yeah, that's true. You have actual black mana, so you can cast your Griefs and suspend Living Ends, if that comes up. I mean, obviously the huge downside is you have to play fucking Demonic Tread in your deck, and that card's terrible, but... The fact that you need a target for Demonic Tread is kind of tough. Like, these decks used to play Dryad Arbor. I think that's a little loose nowadays. I don't think you can realistically play Dryad Arbor. It'd be kind of cool if Demonic Tread was an instant, because you could go, like, Fury, Evoke, Trigger, and then still with the other trigger on the stack. You know what I mean? Like, do it that way. But... Alright, Blood Crypt. And Ragavan. Might have to Fury that. I'm going to Grief them first. See what's up. Let's actually cycle this. Alright, Grief you. What is your hand? Terminate Thoughtseize. So... I just take Ragavan and then... Or, excuse me, take their Thoughtseize and then Fury their Ragavan, and they're on lands and Terminates, and they can't even cast Voidwalker if they draw it. Sounds like a plan to me. I'm going to pitch the Pyromancer, I think? I'm just kind of all in at this point. Again, it's kind of awkward because I have Dread and they didn't have a creature in play, but, you know. Like, I don't want to leave them with Ragavan, right? Forbidden Orchard. That's an interesting one. It's definitely an interesting one. Any consideration to Bloodbraid as the Cascade spell? 4 mana is kind of tough. Thoughtseize Bug, huh? Classic Thoughtseize Bug. Well, now we can't win. No, we can't win. Alright, your turn. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to game 3. I'm just gonna go to game 3. Still don't think I want Breaker on the play against Spellbomb, because I have Leylines, but... Alright, play first. We have a Wraith, a Grief. Sand's got a few too many lands, but I think it's fine. If we had 2 Triomes. Oh, two white Triomes. It's kind of sketchy, huh? I don't know about all that. kind of sketchy with the Blood Moon plan. I don't know if I should cycle Wraith or just play Grief. I almost want to just play Grief, I think. I don't want to risk not drawing a black card, especially if they have Spellbomb in their opener. But I kind of have to find a cycler for turn 2. Alright, they're on 6. Yeah, I'm just gonna Grief. I'm just gonna Grief. Alright, what do we got? 2 discard spells, a Turok, and a Ragavan. Well, that sucks. I'm kind of surprised they bought this in. I guess I have to take Ragavan? Feels awful, but... just take their pressure, I guess. Go. It could have been 5-head that just like... you know what? I actually wonder if I was supposed to do that. Just cast the Fury. Because they're going to Inquisition... well... yeah, they're going to Inquisition the Outburst. And then they're just not going to cast the Thoughtseize. Why'd they lead on Thoughtseize? Kind of weird. They just took the Fury? I mean, bet. So, punish you? Why would they take Fury? I mean, obviously we got very lucky and drew the second Outburst, but... I don't know why they took Fury there. Alright, well, show you the bad news. I guess maybe they drew Spellbomb, but... oh, no Spellbomb. Alright, my turn, Street Wraith. That'd be lucky. Nope, no such luck. I'm gonna fetch main phase. And then just pass. I'm not gonna... do I want to draw step it? I think I'm gonna draw step it. Yeah, I think I should draw step it. I could wait and try and get full value out of the Fury, but they're just not gonna play anything, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna draw step it. I think I like draw stepping it. And before we get Surgicals, I mean, that would be bad, but... oh, yeah, we're just gonna kill the Ragavan, sure. Sure. They just let me take the Terminate? Okay. That must have been a misclick. Alrighty. I don't know about that one. What does draw step play around? I don't know, just like them, like Void... I guess I can just respond to Voidwalker, but it just ends up being the same thing, right? They're gonna Thoughtseize me? Sure. Alright, they have a 3-2 now. Still can't block, though. Well, I mean, they're allowed to block, but... alright, attack you for 9. Yeah, I don't know exactly, like, what draw stepping it plays around, but... like, is there a reason to wait? Because they know about the Outburst. They're not just gonna, like, play a creature into it, right? You're gonna dress up as Ragavan for Halloween? Sounds like a plan. I mean, obviously they should have cast the Terminate, but, you know. Might be on the after-work beer mode. Yeah, the illegal blocking. What's up, TP? Don't make me unmod you for saying that. Sounds like you want to get unmodded. Illegal block has been declared. I'll let you take it back. It's fine. Winning potentially means they run out Thoughtseize and they'd rather do something else with their mana past turn entirely. Yeah, I guess maybe. But, like, I'm kind of assuming they're just going to pass, right? But at that point, like, if they know about the Outburst, which means they're likely just going to pass, what's the point of draw stepping it either way? So, yeah, I see what you're saying. They are killing Grief and returning Ragavan. Sure. So they're dead to Sniper and Dread. Or Fury plus red card. Oh, that's hella awkward. Right. It's still a chump block, but I actually forgot that. Okay, it's only a 4-3. It's fine. Oh, they just also took it, so. Okay, I don't know what just happened. Anyways, that was round 3. I don't know what the hell just happened. All right, round 4. We are on the draw. We have 4 lands, but we do have two cyclers and an outburst. I think you're supposed to keep these hands. It's like probably borderline, but you're gonna do your first League of Tameshi. Wish you luck. Good luck, Talos. That deck is so much fun. I'm excited to play it at FNM. Ooh, Roadside Reliquary. You can go. Got the sniper. Kind of cool that we get to go like discard this, shoot something, and then when it comes back, shoot something else. Hangy Bee. You got a Hangy Bee. Yeah, I don't even know what instant they could have. Oops, can't do that. Cycle. 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 Cycle, cycle. It is a Parkway Drive shirt. Ooh, Grief and a black card. Poggers. So I think I just go Grief first, see what's up. Again, I don't want to cycle and just like maybe not hit a black card. Alright, we'll take a Patchwork. And then what am I snipering? Did I just kill this thing now? They get a token. And then next turn I outburst. This kills... Oh, this actually doesn't kill this because the stupid thing has ward. It's actually kind of annoying. I kind of want to kill the walker now, I think. I think I'm going to kill the walker now. Parkway canceled tour? Did they really? I didn't even know they were touring. I haven't seen him in a while. I've seen him 3 times, but I haven't seen him in a couple of years. Obviously COVID and shit, but okay, that's fine. I accept. Go. So we don't know their last card. I'm just gonna pass. Probably just take this. I might not cast Violent Outburst this turn, depending on what they do. Okay. This is 5 damage. Alright, so I let this go. Alright, I guess I'll cast Outburst this turn. So I let this go, they pump this up. Yeah, I guess I'll cast Outburst. It's kind of weird, though. I'm not killing anything. I mean, I could just take 8, right? Because they're going to get these 2 back. The sniper's going to kill this and make this a 2-2. And then I attack for 11. They go to 7. I mean, it's still probably good enough, right? I guess it's probably good enough. I'm greedy and I kind of want to wait, but I think waiting is kind of stupid. Grief you. Kill this thing. The sniper. I can't kill this because of ward. Alright, they have no cards. Modular doesn't trigger. Yada yada. You're seeing Tool at the end of the month. That's kind of pog. Cycle this. Ooh. Let's go... Kind of want the creature. Let's just discard these 2, I think. I guess that's worse if I draw Black Cycler. Let's play this. And then we can shove. So they do get to equip this and trade for the big in, but I think that's fine. We still have a pretty good board presence. First concert in 3 years. Nice. Yeah, concerts are super hype. Does the deck even play mono black cyclers? Well, it has this. This you can cycle for black. But I guess you can oh yeah, the horror of the Broken Lands. That you can't cycle with the Grove. Play Pyromancer pre-combat in case I find Fury plus red card. Then I could pay for the ward. Pause champ. Alright, deck. So they trade for Ceradon. Take 8. Don't think they have any outs. Go, I guess. I've been to a concert since COVID, but I did see AW in Atlanta. Yeah. I actually went to my first concert since COVID 3 weeks ago, which was Glassjaw. And then I went to another concert the week after, which was Fit for a King and like Moss to Flames. So I went to shows back-to-back weeks. And boy, did it feel good. Shows are so dope. Yeah, Fury plus red card at home. Alright, Breaker's good. Is there any chance I want to bring in Leyline of the Void? Because it stops Arcbound Ravager, Hangerback Walker, Zabaz. Is that it? Looks like probably not enough. Thoughts on Shadow of Mortality? I actually know what it does. Did anybody ever redeem a deck tech? Somebody asked me about a Pioneer deck tech. I don't know if they ever redeemed it. I want to take a look. I hope I didn't miss it. No, I didn't miss it. Okay, cool. Leyline is very good. Stops Ravager. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about. Like, Ravager is the card I care the most about. About playing my good buddy's red deck. We worked on a decent amount. It was too much of a card to switch to it. Oh, the next deck? Yeah, I'm a sucker for prowess decks, so. Got 6 less to counter. Extra life you have less than your starting life total. So it's just like a Death Shadow that costs 2 mana? Not a fan. The fact that it's BB is like... I don't think it's that good. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's okay. It's probably better than Scourge of the Skyclaves, but I don't know if that's saying much. But... Leyline is free. Add it and play 63, huh? I kind of want to keep the Archfiends because of how good they are, but I feel like on the draw you have to cut 2 mana cyclers. You just don't have enough time for that kind of stuff. Pyromancer's also super slow. And then I think I'm just going to cut... I kind of like this... Well... No, I'm going to trim like a Sniper and a Horror, and I'm going to actually... I am going to bring in the Leylines. Yatsugi redeemed a deck tech. I was the one who asked about it. Recipe's Pioneer deck tech for you. Alright, we'll take a look after the batch. Pioneer Hollow one? Jeez. You had me at hello. Seems pretty good. He drew out a top 12 because he was afraid of missing his flight and had to go home Monday. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. He did top 16 though, right? Well, I guess I'm going to grief them now. That was a really good draw. Just grief them 5-head. They have Ballista Zabaz. So we will take Ballista. And then I will play Blood Crypt, tapped, and pass. And their Saga for Graveyard Hate is going to be a little bit too slow. Plus we have Besaichu if we need to. Alright, Zabaz is fine. Drew a Desert Ceradon. So what I kind of want to do is just play Besaichu and pass. And then if this is threatening, I can just snipe it. Or if not, I can like end of turn cycle this. I guess at that point I should play Tomb in case I hit a Black Cycler. Yeah, we're just going to go Tomb pass. I could Fury. Yeah, but I can just Fury next turn, too. You know? Like, I can go cycle this, not discard the Sniper, and then just go Fury Pitch Sniper and still kind of have it all, right? I'm just going to take 2. How often over the past years have Magic players considered selling their literal soul to get looting on Banned and Modern? I've definitely considered it a couple of times. Alright, I'm still going to cycle this end of turn, which usually is a bad play, but we're looking for Black Cyclers, which we missed. Alright, so I'm going to go Fury, Pitch, Sniper. And then we're going to go... Guess I'll just kill this, because I can just kill it on the way back, which is fine. And then I'm going to go Bloodstained Mire, pass. And then, obviously, I'm going to respond to their Saga. I want to let them make tokens first, though. And then we'll just kill the tokens. Okay, this is fine. This is also fine. They're likely just going to... Oh, okay. Alright. Now we get the full value. We'll get our basic. Play Outburst. Red, green, black. Cast Living End. And we get to grief them too, which is kind of gross. Alright, grief you. What'd you draw? They drew Hard Scales, huh? 3 lands. Troll Despair. Troll Despair. This is when they get the Spell Bomb. Should you get Chinese War Gates? Obviously. I would have bought 4-in-1s, but when I went to buy them on TCG Player, they didn't have 4-in-1s. There was a very limited supply of War Gates when I went to buy them. Let's go. Play first. Round number 5, YouTube. We got a prediction on the line, so we can't fuck it up. This hand's good. Honestly, probably the best mode that is. Isn't that so funny that when I look at a card, the first thing that comes to mind is Asmo? Do I have a problem? Is that bad? I feel like that's a bad thing. Grief, grief, rebirth, terminate, huh? Do I just take their rebirth? I think I take rebirth, right? Yeah. Then we just go Cliff's Pass. And then if they grief me, I'm just going to let it resolve. Did I see Void Render? No, what's Void Render? Delta. See if they drew another... Ooh, they're not casting Grief. I guess that makes sense. They want me to look at more cards before they cast the Grief. It's a good play. Oh, never mind. This is actually perfect that they're casting it, because this is much better for me. I think that's better for me. I really wish I could send you a deck list to play in Modern. Well, we have donor decks on Thursday. I think we have a spot for next week. Don't quote me on that, though. I have to check. I know this week is full. Keck W. Keck W in the chat. This is what you get for not playing Shardless Agent. Like, why couldn't we just splash, like, a random blue shock land and play 4 Shardless? Work on Thursdays? Feels bad, man. I don't want them to know that I drew a land, but, you know. We got some nice alt art foil Tameshis. Did you buy the showcase ones? The showcase one is beautiful. Alright, cycle. Try and find outbursts. Make them think I have an outburst. Not that there's really anything that would, like... wouldn't change their play or anything, but... You see an Asmo combo, I see a Dryad Arbor combo. Yeah. We are not the same. Ooh, are they gonna play a creature? I hope it's not Voidwalker. Yeah, I can take a look at it. Why you dash? Why you not cast? Why you not cast? Is it worth playing a land that gives a land to actually have a target for Dread? Do you mean Dryad Arbor? Or do you mean the Dwarven Mine? Because Dwarven Mine makes you warp the mana base. Just cast it, 5-head. I mean, yeah. I'm just gonna cast it. Cool thing is now if they play Hidetsugo, I can just dread my own horror. Yeah, Dread is awful. Card's really bad. It's terrible. Demonic Dread is a ridiculously bad Magic card. But this is the price you pay for playing Jund. Tutors! Just run Bloodbraid Elf? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I feel like it's just better to splash blue for... I feel like it's just better to splash blue for Shardless at that point and not play Blood Moon. Tutors, thank you very, very much for the raid. I appreciate that, buddy. Hope you had a good stream. You saw this deck? Have you ever tried to cast Demonic Dread? It's literally uncastable. Demonic Dread is just uncastable. It's such a heinous Magic card. Can we get a Keck W spam? If I attack, they're just going to triple block. Yeah, I can't attack first. Alright, Dread you. I can't risk them triple blocking. If they triple block, I lose the game. So, I can't risk that. Just play Beast Within? I mean, you could, right? It's like that's not an embarrassing card. That's true, yeah, I guess that's fair. If they triple blocked, I could assign all to 1, yeah. But, I don't know. I think they're still dead if I cast the Battle of the Demonic Dread. Alright, so this card's really good against Rakdos. I think Leyline is poop. Blood Moon, poop. Do I want Breaker? I don't know what sideboard cards they usually have. Like, they don't have Black Leyline, do they? If they're the scam version of the deck, they might have Black Leyline. I guess I should board as if they do. I think I'm just going to cut these snipers again and keep one... No, I'm going to keep both Pyros, actually. I'm going to cut a Horror. I'm cutting a Horror over a Carabid, because Carabid pitches to both Fury and Grief. Voidwalker? Oh, I should not cut these snipers then. Yeah, you're right. Alright, I don't have room for Breaker. I'm just going to hope they don't have Black Leyline, because they definitely have Voidwalker. Yeah. Like, do you think I have room for Sniper and Breaker? I don't think I do, right? Somebody was going to post their deck in chat. I can't remember who. Black Sheep. Black Sheep posted their deck list. Umori Slivers. I'm not a sliver expert. I'm not a sliver expert, let's just say that. Sand's not terrible. Was the one lost to? Take a guess. You're never going to guess it. Chat, if you know the answer, don't say it. Obviously somebody's going to spoil it, but... Nice Inquisition, bro. 5-head, played around the Inquisition. Your guess would be Demonic Dread being bad? Nah. Was it Mill? No, but it was pretty damn close. No! I didn't bring in the breakers. Alright, we're doing this the hard way. We're doing it the hard way, chat. No, we lost to Mono Blutron. This is a spike stream now. Invor, thank you for the 6. Mono Blutron. Yeah, I mean, everybody loses to Mono Blutron. It's just expected. Yellow Hat, I saw you were playing the same deck. We're getting bounced by this Chalice. Is it gonna be a hard cast twin shot sniper kind of game? I think so. Yellowhead, thank you for the massive raid. Appreciate you, buddy. We got mad raids today. I mean, we have 3 wins, which is 3 more than I thought I was gonna get with this deck, so I'll take it. I don't know if you share the same sentiment, but Demonic Dread is an atrocious Magic card. It is uncastable 95% of the time. That's been my experience. I've won games where I've drawn Violent Outburst, and I just happen to draw Outburst every game, but... like, Demonic Dread is atrocious. Card's terrible. Yeah, my chat was suggesting Bloodbraid as well. Yeah. I was thinking about just playing a blue Shockland and playing Shardless Agent, but... Dread won me a game. I mean, it lost me more games than it won me, I think. Go. Like, I legitimately think just playing, like, 1 off-color blue Shock is fine. And just playing Shardless Agent. Like, you can fix the mana base, and then just don't play Blood Moon or something. Maybe just more blue lands and Force Negation. You're onto something here. Oh, no. Hardcast 5-drop plan. Disengaged. Alright, we're going to be here for a while, chat. I'm here for a long time, not a good time. Are they not going to blow up a land? I mean, I think they know about this. No, they don't. Do they know about the sniper? I don't remember. I'm not going to fetch, because I kind of just want to draw lands at this point. If this is their plan. You're going to upkeep it? No? They're just going to let me cast the sniper? How do you beat it? How do you beat it? Alright, cast. Go. Were the moons any good for me? I played... Well, my only loss is Mono Blue Tron. Although, to be fair, Blood Moon is not as good against Mono Blue Tron, so... But, no, they have not been great for me. So, like, at that point, if Blood Moon's... I don't even think Blood Moon is that good of a card. Oh, no. Malakia Rebirth. F's in chat. At that point, if Blood Moon's not that good, then you might as well just splash for Shardless Agent. Which I think is just better. Like, if you just want to play... If you're convinced that the red cards are good, like Fury and Sniper, that's fine, but just play Shardless Agent, right? When will I play Mono Blue Tron? Never. Sorry. That's on Sniping Face there. Well, like... The thing about Sniping Face is, like, if they don't have the Rebirth in hand, I'm giving them more draw steps to find it. Like, I kind of don't want all my lands to get blown up. I almost don't want to attack, because I don't think they're going to sack this. If I attack, I think they're snap blocking. Yeah, I think attacking is actually bad. I think if I don't attack, there's a chance they don't sack it. The moment somebody donates 20. No, I've said this before. Mono Blue Tron is going to cost a lot more than $20. That one's not free. Are they just going to let me cast this Fury? That one they definitely know about. Okay, so I guess they have another Rebirth. I mean, whatever. I got to get out of the way, right? Cast my Fury. They definitely have another Rebirth. Or some sort of effect. I don't know if it's exactly Rebirth, but... It has to be their last card if they're not sacking this. And even then, like, they get this back and then I just kill it next turn. No? They're just gonna get browned by 2 Furies. Maybe they have, like, Damnation? I don't know. Are we just gonna kill them with Furies? I mean, the thing about Fury is it glocks pretty quickly, and they're obviously getting horribly flooded. Alright, cool. I guess just cast Fury 5-fet. Alright, well, we got a nice little 4-1. Only losing to Mono Blue Tron. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.